price movement of Bitcoin is about to reach the 100,000 US dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to reach the 100,000 US dollars within this video. But yes, this move is going to be extremely volatile. We could expect that the price movement of Bitcoin is going to see a major push towards the upside with a blow off top exactly at the 113,000 US dollar level. Or we could expect a major sell-off and a major dump towards the downside, because remember, all of these major institutions, they're accumulating Bitcoin, and what do they need to accumulate even more? Yes, selling pressure. So once again, they're going to manipulate the price by either selling a huge amount of ETFs exactly here, which is going to cascade and a lot of people selling their Bitcoin exactly here, and they're going to bring the price all the way back down to load up exactly here. And if you don't have the conviction to buy exactly the top and to hold for the rest of the bull market, you won't have the conviction to buy after a 10% or even 20% dump, because yes, during a bull market, the price movement could dump 20% or even 40% in the previous bull cycle. This is absolutely normal. So once again guys, it is not about timing the market, it is about time in the market. And in this video we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin, the price movement of Solana, which just broke a new all-time high, and we're also going to look at coins that I'm accumulating exactly now. Because yes, show me a high and I'll show you exactly where to buy, because this is only going to be the beginning of a major bullish cycle, and we're going to look at the cycle and what we could expect. So if you want to buy crypto on the spot market or even trade it with a leverage, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group and sign up to BloFin, where you receive a major deposit bonus and also reduced fees, and you can also copy all of my trades by joining my free signal group. So yes guys, we're going to make a lot of profits on this major move towards the upside, because yes, we are at the moment in a trade on Dogecoin and we are already up 97%, $160 in profit, and we're also in a trade in Solana, and ultimately guys, we're going to take this trade all the way up to a new all-time high, because this is the time to accumulate. But before that, we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin and also Solana, and then I'm going to give you my top altcoins that I'm accumulating at the moment. So if you want to be profitable during this bull market, smash up the like button and subscribe. And welcome back to B for Crypto. Yes, the price movement of Bitcoin is at the moment at 98,000 US dollars. It had an all-time high exactly at the levels of 99,400 US dollars, but we can see this major price swing towards the downside exactly from the all-time high exactly all the way to the 13 moving average, and it saw a perfect bounce. Yes guys, this movement towards the 100,000 US dollars is going to bring a lot of volatility. People that bought exactly here, then the price movement pumps all the way above the 100,000 US dollars, then they're going to FOMO back into the market, then the market corrects 20% towards the downside, they're going to sell all the way down here because they think the market goes even lower, then the price movement turns around and they're going to FOMO back in. So yes guys, the main message of this video is guys, you should accumulate and wait, because we're going to look at the cycle. And if you missed to buy crypto exactly at the bottom where I started my YouTube channel exactly here, you just need to buy, know when to exit the crypto market. We're going to look at the end of the cycle after we looked at the lower time frames of Bitcoin, because yes, if you missed out to buy crypto in this major accumulation phase the previous 8 months, like I told you, buying at maximum fear when it was absolutely boring, this would have been the best opportunity. But guys, we could expect a major pump for all of these major altcoins, and if you missed to buy Bitcoin, this is going to be your last chance to buy the lows and to sell high. And we're going to look at all of these coins, but most importantly guys, we're going to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term, because I expect a major volatile swing towards the upside, maybe even breaking the 100,000 US dollars, seeing a major candle, a 10,000 US dollar candle, and then a major retracement towards the downside, and maybe even a pump all the way back up to the 100,000 US dollars. This will cause a lot of volatility in the market, and yes guys, some of these altcoins are really going to lift off exactly from this level. So you should ignore this major volatility. If you didn't invest now, you should either wait, but guys, this moves towards the downside can be extremely quick, because these major institutions, they're running out of Bitcoin, because on the exchanges guys, Bitcoin is really going to get limited. So they need to cause a lot of selling pressure so that they can accumulate at lower levels But guys, ultimately, we could expect this major pump towards the upside to a new all-time high for Bitcoin, because this is only going to be the beginning. Yes, I expect that the price movement of Bitcoin is at least going to reach the levels of 200,000 US dollars, or even a maximum of 350,000 US dollars within this bull market. So yes guys, if we're going to look at the previous cycles, we saw that exactly 153 days after the previous halving, we started with this parabolic run towards the upside all the way to a new all-time high, which was reached exactly 549 days after the halving. And yes, in the previous cycle, it was exactly the same. It broke out 153 days after the halving. So a major push towards the upside with the end of the bull market exactly 548 days after the halving. And yes guys, I could expect that this year this is going to be a little bit different, because we have all of these major institutions. So I could expect that the price movement, first of all, like I drawn exactly here, this drawing I made several weeks ago where the price movement was exactly here. Yes, I predicted that we're going to get this major move all the way to the 100,000 US dollars. Then we could expect a retracement of around about 20% all the way to the levels of 80,000 US dollars. And then we could expect this next major move towards the upside. And yes guys, this is going to bring the maximum amount of FOMO, and I could expect the price move all the way to the 200,000 US dollars with a major correction. And I could expect that this time the bull cycle is going to end a little bit earlier. So yes, I would take profit round about the levels of April to June within the cycle. But yes guys, we could also expect that the bull cycle is going to continue all the way to the end of October 2025. This has been the norm for Bitcoin, but yes, we could also form a double top, something like this. But ultimately guys, if you missed Bitcoin exactly here, we're going to see this diversification from Bitcoin into altcoins, because remember, I told you in the previous video that I could expect the 100,000 US dollars is going to be a major psychological level, and that we are seeing this 20% corrections during a bull market. And yes guys, we could either expect a consolidation over time, that the price movement is going to range in between the 110,000 US dollars and the 100,000 US dollars, or even the 90,000 US dollars for a period of time, or we could expect a fast move towards the downside, a consolidation over the price. This means that the price retests important moving averages that are going to eventually come all the way up to these levels. And yes guys, a 20% correction would bring us all the way back down to the 80,000 US dollars. But I wouldn't be surprised if the price movement of Bitcoin is going to see a deeper retracement, maybe even all the way to the 13 moving average exactly here. Because remember, all these major institutions that entered the crypto market to buy Bitcoin, the ETF approval was all the way here in these major levels. And yes, this was the first pump. Now all the retail investors, all the small investors are accumulating Bitcoin, and the markets are drying out. So what do they need? Yes, they need selling pressure. All the retail investors that FOMO'd into the market, they need to sell exactly here, because they think it's going to be the top for Bitcoin. And from all this selling pressure, all these major institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, JP Morgan, all these major companies, governments like the USA, they're going to accumulate once again all the way down here. And yes, you won't have the conviction if you don't hold crypto by knowing when exactly the cycle is going to end, or that it's roundabout going to end mid next year. Yes guys, you won't have the conviction to buy after a 20% correction, because you're going to think that the price movement of Bitcoin is even going to go lower, and a lot of people will call for the top. But ultimately guys, if you're not into the crypto market and you missed Bitcoin, your best entry point is going to be altcoins, because during this major sell-off and this major next consolidation, maybe it's going to be here, or maybe it's going to be above the 100,000 US dollars, we're going to see the diversification from all these profits from Bitcoin into altcoins. And I explained this process in the previous video. So if you missed this video guys, make sure to watch this after this video, because this is really going to be important. Yes, all of these altcoins like Solana, they're going to outperform Bitcoin, because Solana just reached its previous all-time high at the $260 and has formed a new all-time high at 264. But ultimately guys, we can see that Bitcoin is well above its previous all-time high, and if we're going to see see that Solana is really going to get this move towards the upside. Yes, if we're going to get a pump all the way from this level, all the way to the next major level, let's say $500, this is going to be a 92% pump. But yes, we're going to look at some altcoins that I'm accumulating at the moment and that you should accumulate exactly now. Because like for instance Dogecoin, yes, Dogecoin saw a major pump towards the upside, but with all these narratives, meme coins, Elon Musk, with the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, and the support for Dogecoin, I could expect a major pump. And yes guys, maybe this coin has pumped, but yes, show me a high and I show you exactly what to buy, because this looks extremely bullish. And if we're going to break the previous high, yes, we could be in price discovery mode, because the price movement just from the current price all the way to the previous all-time high is yes another 83%. So yes, we could expect this 83% pump in a matter of time. Yes, we could even expect that today we're going to see this major pump if Bitcoin is going to break the 100,000 US dollars. But eventually guys, a psychological next level for Dogecoin is going to be the $1 level, which is going to be a percentage gain exactly from the current price movement of 150%. So yes, this is going to be a smart investment. But guys, we could also expect that Dogecoin is going to see a major pump, maybe even all the way to the levels of $5, especially with a pro-crypto government, with Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Yes guys, this is a no-brainer. I could at least expect the price movement all the way to the psychological level of $1. This is going to be a 150% move, even all the way up to a major level of 1,200%. So let's go over to the next coin. Yes, I made this call several weeks ago where the price movement was exactly here and we saw this major pump straight after. But guys, this is going to give you a second entry, because we're going to see this major move just all the way to the previous all-time high. And remember guys, all the way from the current price movement all the way to the previous all-time high, this is going to be a move of 64%, and afterwards we're in price discovery mode. And yes, Jupiter is a decentralized exchange on the Solana network, and we saw that in the previous bull market. A decentralized exchange called Uniswap saw a major push towards the upside. Yes, we're going to look at Uniswap during the previous cycle. We have looked at this price movement before, because we made this major pump all the way from these levels all the way to a swing high. This was a move for Uniswap of 960%. And yes, the price movement looks absolutely similar to the price movement of Jupiter. So yes guys, I'm accumulating Jupiter within this major zone, because this coin is ready to break out. And yes, if you want to buy all of these coins on the spot market, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin, because yes, you don't need any KYC to trade all of these coins on the spot market or even trade it with a leverage. So let's go over to the next coin that I'm accumulating at the moment. And yes guys, I'm accumulating Stacks, because Stacks is the second layer on the Bitcoin network. And if we're going to see this major pump of Bitcoin all the way to the levels of 250,000 US dollars, yes guys, I could expect that Stacks is going to see a major pump all the way to the $10 level or even beyond. So yes, this is going to be an easy 10x. And the next coin guys, you can see that I'm giving you all of these calls for absolutely free. Yes, even 3 weeks ago I made this call on Injective, and if you would have bought exactly after my video, you're already up 31%. But yes, we could expect this major pump just all the way to a previous all-time high. This is going to be from the current price movement a move of 115%. But if we're going to look at the measured move that we could expect during this bull market for Injective, we could see a pump all the way to the 4.618, being the $100 level, and this would be a percentage gain of 300%. But yes guys, during this bull market being a super cycle with all this adoption, I could even expect that Injective is going to see a much higher return, and maybe even a 10x. This is going to be a walk in the park for some of these altcoins. And talking about major gains, yes guys, I gave it this call on Radium exactly here, and we saw this major pump of 140% from the current price movement. If you're going to buy exactly now all the way to the previous all-time high. This is going to be a pump of 183%. And remember, Radium is a decentralized exchange for all of these meme coins, so this is really going to be a winner. And yes, we could even expect the same scenario, that we're going to see an easy 10x during this bull market, because if you're going to buy Radium exactly here, you could expect, yes, maybe we're going to see a 10% pump. The overall crypto market sees a major correction, but once again guys, it is not about timing the market, it is about time in the market. You could buy exactly here, the price pumps 10% and corrects 30 or even 40% towards the downside. You need to accumulate exactly here. If you didn't have the conviction to buy during this major sideways consolidation, you should just buy and hold. Because ultimately guys, if you're going to buy, the market dumps, you're going to sell, you're going to try to buy even lower, you're going to lose a lot of money. So if you miss the crypto market, invest exactly now, because this is going to be your last chance before we're going to get this major FOMO. And you don't want to enter the crypto market here, where everybody's entering the crypto market, because ultimately guys, you want to buy low and sell high, not the other way around. And yes guys, the last coin we're going to talk about is Casper. Because once again guys, the first time I talked about Casper was all the way at these levels, where I told you this was 1.5 years ago, that I'm going to buy the top. And yes guys, we saw a major breakout, because once again, show me a high and I show you where to buy. Because after this level towards the upside, we could expect that Casper is going to be in price discovery mode, and with all this adoption, all these retail investors that missed to buy all of these altcoins in this major accumulation phase where there was blood in the streets, they're going to pump the prices to ridiculous levels. And yes guys, with all this major adoption, when it comes to the pro-crypto government, we could expect a super cycle, and the altcoins are about to break out and outperform Bitcoin, because ultimately guys, we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin is coiling up, and we could expect this all-time high being imminent. Yes, I could expect that we're going to see a lot of volatility over the weekend, and that the price movement of Bitcoin is going to reach the 100,000 US dollars within the next 24 hours. And yes guys, be prepared for this major volatility, especially for the altcoins, which are absolutely going to fly. I could even expect that Solana is going to break out with a fast move and is going to make 100% move, maybe even within the next week. Because yes, all of these coins are going to explode like popcorn. And yes, we're going to look at the weekly chart, which is going to look like the monthly chart. Yes, these price movements within a single day are going to be absolutely normal. And if you want to trade all of these moves on the spot market, or open a long position or even a short position on the leverage market, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin. And if you want to copy all of my trades, yes, we are in this awesome Doge trade. We are going to reckon some major profits, because yes, this parabolic run towards the upside is just getting started and you're still early. So if you missed all of my calls, go down in the video description below, sign up to my free Telegram group, or even watch this video if you want to find out how to buy crypto on the spot market or to trade it with a leverage. Because ultimately guys, you need to wake up. This parabolic phase of the bull market is just getting started for all of these altcoins. So make sure to be subscribed, smash up the like button, because Bitcoin is going to break the 100,000 US dollars, and this is going to be the beginning of all of these altcoins seeing a major pump towards the upside. So make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.